Hello friends, welcome back to Bhutek. I hope you all are very good and happy. Friends, आज की इस वीडियो में हम यूपीपीएससी 2019 असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर के पेपर सेकंड में आए जनरल स्टडी के 25 क्वेश्चंस को डिटेल्ड एक्सप्लेनेशन के साथ डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। सो फ्रेंड्स, जो भी स्टूडेंट्स आगामी यूपीपीएससी के असिस्टेंट इंजीनियरिंग एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी कर रहे हों उनके लिए ये वीडियो बहुत हेल्पफुल होगी। तो फ्रेंड्स, आप इस वीडियो को ध्यान से लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखें। फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको इस वीडियो का पीडीएफ फॉर्मेट चाहिए तो हमारे टेलीग्राम ग्रुप भूटेक को ज्वाइन कर लें, वहाँ आपको इसकी पीडीएफ मिल जाएगी। फ्रेंड्स, वीडियो को लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखें और अगर आपको मेरा ये प्रयास अच्छा लगे तो इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल भूटेक को सब्सक्राइब करें। तो फ्रेंड्स, आइए इस वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं और क्वेश्चंस को डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं। मैच लिस्ट फर्स्ट विथ लिस्ट सेकंड एंड चूज द करेक्ट आंसर यूजिंग द कोड गिवन बिलो। लिस्ट फर्स्ट इज बुक्स किरातार्जुनीयम, 10 कुमार चरितम, बुद्ध चरितम, विक्रमोर्वशीयम, एंड लिस्ट सेकंड इज राइटर्स नेम दंडी, कालिदास, भारवी, अश्वघोष, एंड कोड्स आर गिवन बिलो। तो फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पे मैंने आपके समझने के लिए इनका आंसर भी दिया है और मैंने 6 अलग इम्पॉर्टेंट बुक्स के नाम और उनके राइटर के नाम भी दिए हैं, जिसे आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पे जो किरातार्जुनीयम बुक है, जो पहली ए वाली बुक है, इसको भारवी ने लिखा था तो ए का 3 हो जाएगा। 10 कुमार चरितम को दंडी ने लिखा था तो बी का 1 हो जाएगा। बुद्ध चरितम को अश्वघोष ने लिखा था तो सी का 4 हो जाएगा। और विक्रमोर्वशीयम को कालिदास ने लिखा था तो इसीलिए डी का 2 हो जाएगा। तो फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पर आपका आंसर नंबर बी हो जाएगा। फ्रेंड्स, ये जो 6 बुक्स मैंने एक्स्ट्रा दे रखी है ये भी बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है, आप इसको प्लीज़ याद रखें। हर्षचरित को बाणभट्ट ने लिखा था, गीत गोविंदम को जयदेव ने लिखा था, काव्य मीमांसा को राजशेखर ने लिखा था, पंचतंत्र के रचयिता विष्णु शर्मा हैं, नाट्य शास्त्र के भरत मुनि हैं और मुद्रा राक्षस के विशाख दत्त हैं। तो आइए फ्रेंड्स, देखते हैं अगला क्वेश्चन कौन सा है। ए लार्ज टैंक नियर महोबा टेम्पल्स एट अजयगढ़ एंड महोबा एंड सिटी ऑफ राजवासिनी वेयर बिल्ट बाई चंदेल किंग, नानुक, वागपति, राहिल, जयशक्ति। तो फ्रेंड्स, आइए सबसे पहले हम जानते हैं कि नानुक, वागपति, राहिल और जयशक्ति कौन है और इन्होंने क्या काम किया है। उसके बाद आंसर्स देखते हैं। नानुक, ही वॉज द फाउंडर ऑफ चंदेल डायनेस्टी। ही वॉज द रूलर ऑफ स्मॉल किंगडम एंड द चीफ ऑफ हिज क्लान इन द फर्स्ट क्वार्टर 9th century. वागपति, he was also a 9th century ruler of Chandel dynasty. Rahil, Chandel king during 9th century. He had built a large tank near Mahoba temples at Ajaygarh and Mahoba and city of Rajvasini. Jayashakti, he was also the ruler of Chandel dynasty in 9th century. सो फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ पे आपका आंसर हो जाएगा आंसर नंबर 3 राहिल। राहिल बिल्ट अ लार्ज टैंक नियर महोबा टेम्पल्स एट अजयगढ़ एंड महोबा एंड सिटी ऑफ राजवासिनी। आइए फ्रेंड्स, देखते हैं अगला क्वेश्चन। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग राइट्स अ कल्टिवेटर इंजॉयड ऑन हिज ओन लैंड ड्यूरिंग द मुगल पीरियड? राइट टू मोर्टेज ओनली, राइट टू सेल एंड गिफ्ट, right to mortgage and gift, all the above. Cultivators during the Mughal periods enjoyed the right to mortgage on their lands. The Mughal dynasty was established by Babur, who was Chagatai Turkic prince. The Mughal period was between 1526 to 1857. So friends, यहाँ पे आपका आंसर हो जाएगा आंसर नंबर 1 right to mortgage only. Match list first with list second and select the correct answer using the codes given below. List first, given the names of tribes, and list second, given the name of the states. आइए फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे देखते हैं. Tharus tribes have been found border area between India and Nepal, such that Uttarakhand, UP and Bihar. Toda tribes have been found in remote areas of Nilgiris mountain in Tamil Nadu. Santhal tribes have been located in Jharkhand. Gond tribes have been located in MP, Maharashtra, UP, Telangana, आंध्र प्रदेश, बिहार एंड इन ओडिशा. सो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे आपका आंसर हो जाएगा आंसर नंबर 4. थारूस जनजाति उत्तराखंड में पाई जाती है. टोड जनजाति तमिलनाडु में, संथाल झारखंड में और गोंड जनजाति मध्य प्रदेश में पाई जाती है. मैच लिस्ट फर्स्ट विथ लिस्ट सेकेंड एंड सेलेक्ट द करेक्ट आंसर यूजिंग द कोड्स गिवन बिलो. फर्स्ट लिस्ट इज given the name of the hills and second list is given their states. Codes are given below. Nokrek National Park. The core area of Nokrek Biosphere Reserve is a national park located in West Garo Hills district of Meghalaya. Agastha Malai, a 1868 meter tall peak, is a part of the Agasthamala Biosphere Reserve, which lies on the border between Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Nanda Devi is the second highest peak in India after Kanchenjunga and located in Chamoli Garhwal district of Uttarakhand. Dehang Debang is a biosphere reserve located in Arunachal Pradesh. So friends, on the basis of these details, the answer will be answer number A. Nokrek is in Meghalaya, Agastha Malai is in Kerala, Nanda Devi is in Uttarakhand, Dehang Debang is in Arunachal Pradesh. States gets share of the revenue from income tax, custom revenue, excise tax, surcharge on income tax. फ्रेंड्स आइए यहाँ पे जानते हैं इनकम टैक्स क्या होता है. इनकम टैक्स इट इज़ अ टैक्स इम्पोज्ड ऑन इंडिविजुअल्स or entities in respect of the incomes or profit earned by them. What is the custom revenue? Customs revenue collection means that customs levies duties and taxes on goods permitted to be imported and exported and articles permitted for entry and exit in accordance with the customs law of the government of India. फ्रेंड्स आइए जानते हैं एक्साइज टैक्स क्या होता है. एक्साइज टैक्स this is also a tax which comes in indirect tax, is any duty on manufactured good that is levied at the moment of manufacture rather than at sale. States gets share of revenue from this. Surcharge on income tax, it is levied on the tax payable and not on the income generated. सो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे आपका आंसर हो जाएगा आंसर नंबर 3. स्टेट्स गेट्स शेयर ऑफ द रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम एक्साइज टैक्स. विच आर्टिकल ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एम्पावर्स पार्लियामेंट टू मेक लॉ फॉर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग इंटरनेशनल एग्रीमेंट्स. आर्टिकल 249, आर्टिकल 250, आर्टिकल 252, आर्टिकल 253. आइए फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे जानते हैं आर्टिकल 249 क्या है. पावर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट टू लेजिस्लेट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू अ मैटर इन द स्टेट लिस्ट इन द नेशनल इंटरेस्ट. आर्टिकल 250, पावर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट टू लेजिस्लेट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एनी मैटर इन द स्टेट लिस्ट इफ अ प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑफ इमरजेंसी इज इन ऑपरेशन. Article 252, power of Parliament to legislate for 2 or more states by consent and adoption of such legislation by any other states. What the Article 253 says, legislation for giving effect to international agreements notwithstanding anything in the foregoing provision of this chapter. Parliament has power to make any law for the whole or any part of the territory of India for implementing any treaty, agreements or conventions with any other countries or any decision made at any international conference, association or other bodies. So friends, the answer of this question will be article number 253. Answer will be answer number 4. Who appoints the acting Chief Justice of India? Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice of India with previous consent of the President, President of India, President in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. The appointment of acting Chief Justice is to be made by the President of India under Article 126 of the Constitution. Vacancy in the office of the Chief Justice must be filled whatever the period of vacancy. So friends, the answer of this question will be option number 3. President of India appoints the acting Chief Justice of India. The rotation in intensity of maize, mustard, moong crop is 100%, 200%, 300%, 400%. Crop intensity is referred to as the number of crops grown in the same field in one agricultural year. Crop rotation intensity means growing a combination of crops that will match soil water storage with crop water use under your local climatic condition. The formula to calculate any crop intensity is crop intensity equals to total cropped area divided by total sown area into 100. In this case, the number of different crop is 3. So the rotation intensity of maize, mustard, moong crop will be 300%. So the answer of this question will be option number 3, 300%. Which of the following is not a kharif crop? सोयाबीन, lentil, cotton, pigeon pea. फ्रेंड्स, आइए सबसे पहले यहाँ पर ये समझते हैं कि व्हाट टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप्स आर देयर. इंडिया हैज़ मैनी ग्रोइंग सीजन्स ड्यू टू द प्रिविलेंस ऑफ हाई टेम्परेचर ओवर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड. सम ऑफ देम आर लिस्टेड बिलो. खरीफ, रबी, जायद etc. What is kharif crops? Crops are sown at the beginning of the south-west monsoon, June to July, and harvested at the end of the southwest monsoon, September to October. Requires a lot of water and hot weather to grow. Important crops: ज्वार, बाजरा, सोयाबीन, राइस, maize, cotton, jute, groundnut, sugarcane, pigeon pea, etc. फ्रेंड्स, आइए जानते हैं what is the rabi crops. Crops needs relatively cool climate during the period of growth, but a warm climate during the germination of their seeds and maturation. Sown in October-November, harvested in the month of April-May. Important crops are wheat, barley, gram, linseed, mustard, masoor, lentil, potatoes, tobacco, etc. फ्रेंड्स, आइए जानते हैं what are the जायद crops. जायद crops, these are called summer season crops which are grown and harvested during March to June. Important crops are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, bitter gourd, fodder crops, pumpkin, etc. So the answer of this question will be option number 2. Lentil is not the kharif crop. Lentil is the rabi crops. 5-star village scheme started by Government of India in September 2020 relates to which one of the following? Electricity supply, postal scheme, postal service scheme, health service, primary education. The Department of Post has launched a scheme called 5-star village to ensure universal coverage of flexible postal scheme rural areas of countries. to bridge the gaps in public awareness and reach of postal products and service, especially in the interior villages of the country. So the answer of this question will be option number 2, postal service. Who won the US Open 2020 men's tennis single title on 14th September 2020? Alex Zverev, Dominic Thiem, D. Medvedev, PC Buster. Dominic Thiem was won his first Grand Slam title by defeating Alexander Zverev by 2-6, 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 7-6. He becomes the first player in the Open era to win the US Open men's single tennis after being 2-2 down in the final on 15th September 2020. So the answer of this question will be option number 2, Dominic Thiem. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Ancient name of the cities, modern name of the cities. Sarnath has been variously known as Isipattam throughout its long history. The name Mandsaur involves from Marsaur, which originated from Mar and Saur. This town was known as Daspura in ancient times. Kannauj is one among the most ancient places of India, having rich archaeological and cultural heritage. The ancient name of this place was Kanikubj or Mahodaya, as in Valmiki Ramayana and Mahabharata. Talkad is a desert-like town on the left bank of Kaveri River in Karnataka, India. Banwasi is the oldest town in Karnataka state. It has grown up in the 5th century and dedicated to Lord Shiva. The town was once the capital of Kadamba rulers, a royal dynasty in Karnataka. So the answer of this question will be option number 3. Banwasi Talkad is not correctly matched because these are ancient names of different cities. The early farming site located on the bank of lake is Mehergarh, Lahuradev, Chirand, T. Narsipur. Mehergarh. It is one of the earliest known sites which shows evidence of farming and herding in South Asia, Indus Valley civilization, which is in Pakistan. Lahuradev. It is located in Sant Kabir Nagar district of Uttar Pradesh. This site reported earliest cultivation of rice during 9000 BCE to 7000 BCE. Chirand. The early farming site located on the bank of lake is Chirand. It is probably one of the youngest date of early for farming known from the Gangetic basin. T. Narsipur. It is a place located in the Mysore district in Karnataka. So the answer of this question will be option number 3, Chirand. Author of the Dastane-Mazahib, which discusses about the Deen-e-Ilahi of Akbar, was Muhammad Rabbani, Mohsin Fani, Badayuni, Afif. The author of Dastane-Mazahib, which discusses about Deen-e-Ilahi of Akbar, was Mohsin Fani. Deen-e-Ilahi, the religion of God, was a system of religious belief introduced by the Mughal Emperor Akbar in 1582 CE. So the answer of this question will be option number 2, Mohsin Fani. Match list first with list second and select the correct answer using the codes given below. First list is given the name of states and second list is given the name of the highest peak. K2 in Ladakh, Kanchenjunga, Sikkim, Nanda Devi, Uttarakhand, Saramati, Nagaland, Annamudi, Kerala, Doda Beta, Tamil Nadu, Guru Shikhar, Rajasthan, Kalsubai, Maharashtra, Parasnath, Jharkhand, Dhupgarh, MP, Khasi, Meghalaya. So the answer of this question will be, friends, option number 3, Tamil Nadu, Doda Beta, Rajasthan, Guru Shikhar, Nagaland, Saramati, Madhya Pradesh, Dhupgarh, who was appointed the Ministry of Rehabilitation, set up on 6th September 1947. S.P. Mukherjee, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, J.L. Nehru, K.C. Niyogi. K.C. Niyogi was appointed the Ministry of Rehabilitation, set up on 6 September 1947. Kshitij Chandra Niyogi 1888 to 1970 was an Indian politician from West Bengal, member of Constitution Assembly of India and chairman of the first Finance Commission of India. So the answer of this question will be option number 4, K.C. Niyogi. Leopold matrix is associated with weather forecasting, disaster management, environmental impact assessment method, environmental law. Leopold matrix is qualitatively environmental impact assessment method pioneered in 1971. It is used to identify the potential impact of a project on the environment. So the answer of this question will be option number 3. Leopold matrix is associated with environmental impact assessment method. The joint sitting of the Indian Parliament for transacting a legislative business is presided over by the President of India, the senior most member of Parliament, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The joint sitting of the Indian Parliament is called by the President of India, which is in Article 108, and is presided over by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. In their absence, by the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. If he is also absent, in the absence of Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha will preside this joint sitting. So the answer of this question will be option number 4. The joint sitting of the Indian Parliament for transacting a legislative business is presided over by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The term Office of Profit has been defined by the Constitution, Parliament, Supreme Court, Union Council of Ministers. The term Office of Profit has been defined by the Indian Constitution in Article 102 1A. The expression Office of Profit has not been defined in the Constitution or in the Representation of the People Act 1951, but it loosely relates to an MLA or MP holding government office and receiving benefits from it. A person will be disqualified if he holds any office of profit under the central or state government, an office declared not to disqualify its holder by a law passed by Parliament or state legislature. So the answer of this question will be option number 1. The term Office of Profit has been defined by the Constitution. While deciding any questions relating to the disqualification of a member of Parliament, the President shall obtain the opinion of Election Commission, Chief Justice of India, Attorney General, Speaker of the Lok Sabha. While deciding any questions relating to the disqualification of a member of Parliament, the President shall obtain the opinion of Election Commission. So the answer of this question will be option number 1, Election Commission. Soya bean seeds contains 20% proteins and 40% oil, 40% protein and 10% oil, 40% protein and 20% oil, 20% protein and 20% oil. The answer of this question will be in soya bean seeds contains protein 35 to 45% and oil content 15 to 25%, with about 33% carbohydrates up to 16.6% of which are soluble sugars. So the answer of this question will be option number 3, Soybean seeds contains 40% protein and 20% oil. As per the result of Swachh Sarvekshan 2020 announced by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs on 28th August 2020, which is the cleanest city in Uttar Pradesh? Agra, Ghaziabad, Lucknow, Prayagraj. As per the announcement, Lucknow is the cleanest city in Uttar Pradesh. This report was released Union Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. The survey covered 4,242 cities, 62 cantonment boards and 92 Gangas town and carried out in 28 days. Indore was ranked the cleanest city in overall category this year, followed by Surat and Navi Mumbai. Ahmedabad is the cleanest mega city. New Delhi is the cleanest capital city. Ambikapur, Chhattisgarh is the cleanest small city. Jalandhar, Punjab is the cleanest cantonment board. So the answer of this question will be option number 3. Lucknow is the cleanest city in Uttar Pradesh as per Swachh Sarvekshan 2020. How many teachers from Uttar Pradesh were selected for National Award on Teachers' Day, 5th September 2020? 6, 5, 4, 3. 47 teachers has been selected for this award by Indian government. Among them, 3 teachers from Uttar Pradesh were selected for this award. First one was Mohammad Israt Ali, head teacher in a primary school, Rajwana in Mainpuri. Snehil Pandey, head teacher in a primary school, Sohara Mau, Nawabganj in Unnao, and Vikas Kumar, principal of SD Inter College, Mirapur in Muzaffarnagar. Union Education Ministry conferred the national award to teachers as a way of recognizing their achievements in the field of education. The awards were conferred by the President of India, Sri Ram Nath Kovind, on the occasion of Teachers' Day on 5th September 2020. So the answer of this question will be option number 4. 3 teachers from Uttar Pradesh were selected for the Teachers' National Awards on the Teachers' Day. Poshan Maah were celebrated by Government of India in the year 2020 in which of the following month? September, August, July, June. Rashtriya Poshan Maah was celebrated in September 2020. It was celebrated to promote nutrition among pregnant women and children. Poshan Maah is celebrated every year to encourage Jan Bhagidari in order to ensure health and nutrition for everyone. Every year Poshan Maah is celebrated all over the country under Poshan Abhiyan launched in 2018. The full form of the Poshan is PM Overarching Schemes for Holistic Nourishment. So the answer of this question will be option number 1, September. Poshan Maah is celebrated in September. Thanks a lot friends for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.